And it's really good. I feel like I'm very picky when I go out to eat because I cook a lot, and so I hate spending money on food that I can make better at home. But I've never made hot pot before, so don't think I could, because it was really yummy. I'm a big soup girly, you know. I've never met a soup I didn't like, you know what I mean? I love Filipino soup, I love sinigang, I love sotangan, I love ramen, everything. And now I need a sweet treat, obviously, which is my Van Leeuwen ice cream. I'm from America, but ethnically I'm Filipina and Norwegian. I've never had a Valentine in my whole life, actually. I don't know if that's sad, but yeah, never had a Valentine. Thanks, Eddie. Yeah, when I was in elementary school, and you know, you buy those like Valentine grams for your friends or for your crush, I had never ever gotten one from anyone. I would just get one for my sister, but that was literally it. They'd be passing them around. They'd pass out the Valentine grams during school, during class, and I would never get any. Unless it was like, not even for my friends. I would only get them for my sisters. I was like, I should write one to myself. I used to think, I was like, you know what, I should write one to myself and just write from your secret admirer, just so people will think. But I was like 10, so isn't that sad? So now I've literally never had a Valentine. Not even at my big age, 21. Never had a man. Or sorry, no, I've had a man, but never had a Valentine. Had one man. If you could call it that. I almost choked. Anyways. No. Voice acting. Definitely not. Yeah. You heard me. What am I gonna listen to, you guys? I don't really know. This is the best ice cream brand of all time. I used to really like Talenti gelato, but this is kind of bougier, but I feel like it's just better. Have you ever kicked a guy before? No. I think there's a lot of situations where I should have kicked a man, but didn't, so, you know, I don't really resort to violence. See, I can't end the day on something savory. I need to end it on something sweet. Otherwise, it'll be a bad day. Toilet emojis. What is that for? Sure, Jason, if you so desire. Hey, meme. Rearrange the letters, and then you'll be able to spell it right. I'm Filipina and Norwegian, so nothing crazy. Typical Asian. Can I ask a genuine question? Why are you single? You're smart, attractive. What's the catch? You know what, Connor? That's a great question, and I ask myself that every single day. How is a catch like me single? I don't have the answer. It simply defies all logic, to be honest. No, like, I'm just kidding, but I don't know. I'm very picky, and men just, they want to play all day, play in my face. I'm good on that, personally. How many are in line? Genuinely zero. I don't know why people assume I don't know why people assume that either. It doesn't pique my interest to speak to 6 dudes at a time. Talking to one guy stresses me out enough. I have enough to deal with. The only thing I'm chasing is my degree. Not a man. Never a man. No, thank you. Men are supposed to chase after you. Like, that's what was supposed to happen. So, I'm not gonna chase after a man. But yeah, these men are fucking crazy. It's just the audacity, you know. There's this guy that I used to talk to in the summer, and it was just like TikTok mutual I had. He was really, really cute. You're chasing just by being on here? I don't think so. Chasing is like actively pursuing. I don't actively pursue anybody like on here, but whatever. But anyways, we've been talking for like 2 months straight. I was super invested. I wasn't even talking to anyone else, even though he didn't even live in the same state as me. And all of a sudden he started being weird, and then I found out like there was like another girl the whole time, which was like fine, you know, I guess. If you want to talk to another girl while you're talking to me, go talk to her. It's like, you know what I mean? You're not gonna juggle me and her. Just choose her. You know what I mean? That's fine. She wins, I guess. Because she went to the same school as him. And so it was just like, it was just weird. It was just like very deceptive. There was just like no honesty about it. I was like, you could have just said that the whole time. No, yeah. We weren't committed, but the weird thing was we had been texting every single day, good morning, good night, and there was one day where he wasn't responding to me. And then he told me, he came up with this elaborate lie about how he wasn't able to use his phone. And yet, while he wasn't able to use his phone, he had matching profile pictures with this girl. And it was of a movie we had watched together on FaceTime. Or like, no, not on FaceTime. We had like done a Netflix type of party thing. And we had watched this movie together. And literally while he's lying saying, oh, I can't use my phone, he had matching profile pictures. And of course, this movie we had watched together. I was like, you weirdo. And then they ended up dating. But then it made me feel really, 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 really like upset because he had started dating that girl, but right before he started dating her, he was trying to still keep me around and juggle us both. And so I was like, I don't really want to be anyone's second option. He was like, you would never be a second option. And I was like, okay, so this is how it works. When there's 2 girls, one of them's the second option. So if you're saying it's not me, like, so now you're dating your second option? Like, oh gosh, I'm praying for that girl. That's so sad. It's just so weird. But yeah, now this whole thing is about, I love my girlfriend, and I'm like, okay. Ooh. So yeah, it's really diabolical. I don't know. I'm like, that's fine, you know? I'm like, if you don't want to be loyal to me in your talking stage with me, that's fine. That's what I do simply because I don't want to do anything else. It's not because I think it's right and because someone has to tell me, like, I just don't have the interest. And juggling 2 different people, there's obviously probably gonna be one person I'd rather be with, so I don't know the point. But to each his own, I guess. I think like my thing, why are we talking about LeBron, guys? I think my thing that bothers me is it's just like people these days, not just guys, not just girls, it's both. All these people feel the need to talk to 5 different people at once and have a roster, and that just will always baffle me, because to me that just says, oh, I'm insecure, I'm not okay with my own company, and so I need external validation from 5 fucking different sources, probably more for some of these people. Some people take it to the extreme. I'm just like, what do you gain from that? what do you gain from getting to know 10 different people? I think it's fine if you're talking to multiple people as long as you're honest to everyone. Yeah, that's the thing. To each his own. You're free will. You can do whatever you want. If you feel like talking to 10 different people, that's great. I won't be one of the 10. You know what I mean? But yeah, people just aren't honest about it, and that's what bothers me. Like, if you're not one of those people who will just dedicate your time to that one person, okay, that's fine. But then be honest about it, because then I won't be interested in you anymore if I know you're talking to one other person. 2 other people, let alone 15. Like, some of these, like, embarrassing motherfuckers. I can't. But yeah, I don't know. My day was glorious. I'm already tired when I speak to one. That's what I'm saying. Like, life has enough problems. I'm not trying to multiply it by talking to more than one man. Thank you. But anyways, I had a glorious day. Very productive. Had class. Went to office hours. I had a little dinner date with my girlfriend. We got hot pot, which was really yummy. I've never had a hot pot before, with the enoki mushrooms and the tteokbokki, and it was so yummy. I am 5'7". People always think I'm short, but I'm not that short. Contrary to popular belief. I was trying to think of that phrase for a while. Do you meet all your guys through TikTok Live? Girl, what do you mean all your guys? You got the wrong girl. Just being honest. Just up your life, and someone worth it will eventually show up. Up your life? What do you mean up your life? No, yeah, I'm not worried about it. I'm not really. I think when the right person comes along, I'll know. I won't have any doubts or protests or questions. I think I'll know. So, I don't know. I saw this thing that was kind of motivational. I've been single for 3 years, right? And so sometimes I get discouraged. I'm like, oh my gosh, am I going to be single for the rest of my life? Am I ever going to find a man? No one wants to commit in this day and age. But then I saw this TikTok, and someone's like, oh, dang it, I always butcher something that I'm trying to reference, but they were just saying, even if you're in a really long waiting period right now, maybe it's just because the blessings up ahead are really, really big, really worth waiting for. So that's what I was thinking. Good things come to those who wait. You know, I'm a patient girl. You know, I'm willing to wait for something good rather than accept something or accept a situation or person when I know I deserve better. If that makes sense. Hello, my friend. Hello, guys. Do I speak French? No. No. That'd be cool, but I don't know. I don't know any French. I study biomedical science. It's going well in my junior year. It's pretty good. I think it's interesting. It's a challenge. I like to be challenged in more ways than one. So yeah, yes, I'm 21. 21. What are we gonna listen to? There we go. We'll do this and then I'm from California. Yep. Do I have any questions for you? I can't say that I do. No questions for you specifically. Sorry, should I have any? Okay, let's buy. Girl, why are you using the big light? What? Because I want to. Johnny, don't say some bullshit like that. Goodbye. Why is your caption trusting God and you're commenting something like that? It's always those ones, you know? And hey, I'm not here to judge, but this is my thing that is kind of just a little bit funny is, you know, everyone's faith journey is a personal thing, you know? That's up to you. That's between you and God. But at the same time, it's a lot of times, and I'm not really talking about him, but a lot of these guys will have all these Bible verses literally in their bio, tattooed on their bodies, you know, in their bio, you know, God first, whatever. And yet they're the ones who don't treat women like human beings and are trying to do the unholiest of things and not even get to know you. I'm like, girl, don't claim, I'm sorry, but don't be claiming God if you don't even, like, oh my gosh, I can't. That really bothers me, actually. Just because, you know, that is a personal thing. Like, that is, I won't judge your personal relationship with the Lord, but, you know, it's like, how do I word it? It's like they'll claim God to try to better their image image, but what are they doing to spread the gospel? What are they doing to, you know, like, it just doesn't make sense. That's just why it bothers me. I could think of a lot of people like that, actually. It's just like, hey, practice whatever faith you want. That's amazing. I love it. I respect it. But just, you can talk the talk, but can you walk the walk? And most of the time the answer is no. And so then I don't want to see it. I don't want to see you literally have Bible verses tattooed on your body permanently for the rest of your life, and the way you act is disgusting. So I'm just like, yeah, practice what you preach. That's all I ask. Using the words but not spreading the faith. That's what I'm saying. I just don't feel like you can. No, I'm sorry, but someone needs to call you out on that, because no thank you. Like, but yeah, it more bothers me because it's just like you're using God's name, using the Lord's name, to try to better your own image, and so people can see and look at you and look at your social media and look like, oh my gosh, and think, oh wow, this guy, he loves God, he loves the Lord, that's amazing, what a great guy. But then it's like, in reality, if you saw a single thing, if you saw like a day in their lives of how they act, you wouldn't even know that they follow God. You wouldn't know. Yeah. It's just, gotta practice what you preach. That's all I say. That just doesn't make too much sense to me. You know what I mean? That's like, you know, in a similar sense, it's like if I am getting on here and I'm you know, preaching about, guys, be kind to others, you never know what someone's going through, and then I'm just a bully and I'm like beating people up. Like, it's just like, okay, girl, no one's gonna listen to you. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like that. I'm just like, it's a facade. The human ego is fragile, and in this day and age, people want to be accepted. No, I absolutely agree. That is true. But don't, you know, and I understand, of course, everyone wants to be accepted at the end of the day, but be you. It's okay to be you. You know what I mean? You don't have to put on a front. You don't have to be fake to get other people to like you or to want to be around you. That doesn't really make any sense. It's better to just be the most authentic version of yourself. If that if that scares some people away, if people don't like that, then those people just aren't meant to be around you, you know? being the most authentic version of yourself is only going to attract the right people in your life, because then the ones who truly appreciate, you know, all your little quirks, they're gonna be there. They're gonna be there for you at the end of the day. So why be fake? Why be someone who you're not to get more people to be around you? That just sounds exhausting to me. And the thing that matters the least in the world is probably what other people think about you. Don't use your blessings for financial gains. Girl, I hope it's not directed at me, because I'm not fucking doing anything. But yeah, I don't know. I'm confused with some people are saying here. My Instagram is the same as my TikTok. Every day. Hi from Palm Springs, hello. Rob you. Probably not gonna do that. That's not very nice. Any shows you're currently binging? No, actually. I don't really watch a lot of shows. I watch a lot of movies, though. What was a good movie I've seen recently? I watched The Departed. That was a good one. And then I watched Internal Affairs, which is what it was like kind of based off of, which was good. What is my carpet? I messed up. What state am I in? I'm in Arizona. Lazy. I'm sorry, I don't think I'll take you up on that offer. I really apologize. Do you have boyfriend? No. I do not have boyfriend. Love Arizona. Well, the weather at least. Sometimes, the other day I got stuck in the hail and it was freezing. Oh my gosh. Why don't you have a boyfriend? I don't know. I'm very picky. I won't just settle for whatever man gives me attention. I respect myself and love myself too much for that, you know what I mean? You like the dry heat? I've never heard someone say they like dry heat, but I guess you'll be the first. How do you study for your university classes? Go to office hours as often as you can. Actually put an effort for your homework. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to do that. Take good notes on an iPad if you can, because it makes it a lot easier to study. Thank you. That's really nice. Yeah, I'm a biomedical science major, so yeah. Not sure if you've experienced New York City in mid-August. Nasty. I've never been to New York, so, but I want to go there so badly. Right. But for example, for exams, asking for my health science major. Oh, for exams, I mean, it just depends on the class. You kind of got to approach them differently. For things like Gen Chem, I don't know. I think you don't really have to study for that at all. I think it's just like practice problems. I think for math, I don't really study for math either. I think it's just like doing study guides kind of gets you to the place you need to be. Human anatomy and physiology. I would say my favorite thing for that was to take like the lecture slides and put them in the app, like GoodNotes, download it and open them in GoodNotes, and then you can use like this highlighter feature to cover up like the answers, and you can kind of just quiz yourself really fast. That was kind of just like how I studied for that. That's probably like the most studying I've done. I don't know. I don't study a whole lot, I feel like. Tariq, I will not be telling you that. No, I do not go to school in California. Okay, thanks. I haven't tried Good Notes before. Of course. I would say it's really helpful. I think you have to pay for it for the year, but I don't think it's that expensive considering how much I use it every day. And that like little taping, highlighting tool type of thing is really, really helpful. Asking for an Addy is crazy. Yeah, girl, what do you think I'm gonna do? Are community colleges worth it? Oh yeah, definitely. I think that works for a lot of people. I think it's a smart thing to do, especially if you don't know what you really want to major in yet. I'm 21. I don't mean to skip any of those questions. Sometimes I just miss some of them. It's not really my fault. Some I intentionally skip over, but sometimes I really don't mean to. I'm sorry. Just gotta be patient with me. I think sleepy. Oh my goodness. Hopefully this stays today. There we go. Thank you, Martin. Thank you. Philippines and Norway are my top 2 places to visit. I don't really. Guys, sometimes I don't mean to skip some of these comments. I'm sorry. I'll do a fit check if I reach my live goal. Yes, I'm half Filipina and half Norwegian. Thanks, Manny. Why is this dude commenting all these random numbers? What does this mean? I don't understand. No, I don't have a like goal. I have a gift goal. There we go. I'm from Cali. Cali. Thanks, Jada. How was my night? My night was really good. I just got back. I got hot pot with my friend. You just said you're from Arizona and now you're saying Cali. Okay, don't twist my fucking words. I said I'm from Cali, but I stay in Arizona. It's not that hard to understand. My school is in Arizona, so I live in Arizona. But I was not born in Arizona. I was born in California. I hope that broke it down for you. Thanks, Manny. Not trying to be rude, but not lying on to these good people, okay? Do not. No, I'm not Latina. I'm Filipina. Yeah. No, I do not like to run. I am not a good runner. Did I change my hair? I mean, I haven't done anything to it. It just keeps getting longer. Thanks, Martin. I speak a little bit of Spanish. I'm trying to learn Tagalog, but I definitely want to practice both a little more. That'd be really cool. How young is kind of weird. I feel like you word it like, how old are you? Not how young are you? But with all due respect, you look like you would ask that in that way. No offense. No, guys? Come on now. He looks like he'd ask, how young are you? No. That's not... I would work on that wording. Just a little. I'm a junior in college. Glad you guys agree. I am 5'7". Please. That was crazy work. Like the way you check folks. You can definitely rock with me. Thank you. Thank you. Guess how tall I am? 5'1". if you pinned your age and height, your chat might go silent. That's all they ask. No. People ask other things than that, so I'll have you know. 5'1", that's close. You know, you're kind of mean low-key. Aww. Okay. I'm sorry. When people say that, which sometimes they do, I'm just like, how? Like, what did I say? Not really. Like, when people are disrespectful, I'm like, I might get it's a little annoying. Sorry if you think that. Sorry you feel that way, you know? Like, you can scroll if, like, it's really getting to you that much. I don't know. How old are you? I'm 21. See, that's how you ask that question. I think that's how you ask that question. I'm trying to have good posture, but it's so hard. I say all day. You've never been to New York, but you have the New York attitude. I dig it. Really? I've never heard that before. I love people from New York. Their personalities are good. I feel like out here, if you're from Arizona, a lot of these people's personalities are just like, it's like talking to a wall. I'd rather watch paint dry, you know, like, not the vibe. It's like they all talk the same. They're like, yeah, like, I'm like, please, don't. Like, it's just like nails on a chalkboard, but a lot of them talk like that for some reason. I don't even want to do the voice again. I think it's so annoying. But you know what I'm saying? Like, and they're like, let's go to Starbucks. What are you gonna get? Oh my god. Like, I'm like, I always react on my face when I'm in public, and I need to stop doing that because I'm not trying to be rude, but it's just hard for me. I'm a very reactive, like, person. My mom is like that too. Don't they talk like that in Cali? You would think, but I've heard that and it's worse here than where I've heard it. California, I feel like, at least where I'm from, people don't really talk like that. Are you imitating Kim? That does sound like Kim, I guess. You can't convince me that's their natural voice. That's what I'm saying. How is that naturally the way you speak all the time? Like, it just sounds like vocal fry. It's just like, ugh. Scottsdale girls, oh my gosh. I've heard they call it like Snottsdale or something. Like, it's so fucking annoying. I can't take it. Like, if I sounded like that naturally, I would go, like, see a vocal coach and be like, you need to help me fix this. Because I thought that I couldn't. I thought that I kind of had an LA Valley girl type of voice or something. But then I came here and everyone's like, oh my god, Slay. I'm like, no. Please, like, the fuck. Sometimes I read comments and that's my only response. The fuck. I love saying that. Hi from Seattle. Hi. Hello. I want to go to New York so bad now since I mentioned it. I haven't really been to that many different states, I realized. That'd be cool. I've never been to the East Coast. I don't know what the best time of the year is to go. Clearly not August. That's what that guy was saying. But to come to New Zealand, I would love to go to New Zealand, Australia, Thailand, the Philippines, Norway, Amsterdam. I want to go to Japan. There's so many places I want to go to. February to April. Good to know. When are you moving into the Bop House? Be so fucking for real, you guys. No, please. Never that. Don't come and say stuff like that. I dropped y'all again. I'm so sorry I caught you. But no. I am a full-time college student, you guys. Come on. It's not gonna happen. Am I real? No. What do you mean by that? Am I real? What? Everyone needs to drive across the U.S. at least once. I agree. I need to learn how to drive. That is the first step. Don't know how to drive. Yes, I'm Asian. I'm Filipina. You're obviously AI. You caught me. How'd you know? Can AI people, not people, I guess not people, but if you're AI, how could you go live? And I don't understand. I know they have those accounts on Instagram, but I can teach you. It's easy. I don't know if it's easy. 21 and not driving is crazy work. I know that is crazy work, but that's me, you know. I'm gonna learn eventually, guys. Come on. Any cars you'd want to buy? No, I don't even know. Someone asked me recently what my dream car was, and I didn't even have an answer because I just want my driver's license. I don't need a car. I just need my driver's license. My friends all drive, so it kind of works out, but I walk a lot, like a lot. So I don't know. I find my way around the world, so I've made it this far, you know. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Welcome back to TikTok. I know. Missed you guys for a second there. My day's been amazing so far. I hope your day's been really good. Am I single? Yeah. Very much so. Very single. How are you so good at socializing? Well, these are people on the internet. You should see me in real life, and I think you might not be saying the same things you're saying now. Hi, Alan. Yeah, in real life, I would say I'm not a social butterfly at all. I don't like talking to people, to be honest. The more people I talk to, the more I realize I'm the realest bitch I know. And I just like to stick to the same 4 people, same 4 friends, and alternate hanging out. That is so peaceful to me. Every time I let in, and not that I'm always so open to meeting new people. I love meeting new people and making new friends, but it's just like hard to come by. I'm very, very picky with like who I surround myself with. And it's not like because I'm all high and mighty or pretentious. No, it's just because like, why would I want to surround myself with people who I don't admire in any way, who don't challenge me, who aren't honest? I don't want to be friends with people who are like yes men and are just like, yeah, you go do that, do this for the plot. Like, I think that's the worst thing ever. I want friends who are going to be honest with me and tell me the hard truths and be like, you know what, Emmy, I think you and I both know, you know, you shouldn't do this, or like, you deserve better, and blah, 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 because those are like real, genuine friendships. I don't want someone to encourage my bad behaviors and we're just enabling each other's. Yeah, that just doesn't make sense to me. I want to grow as a person and be improving every day. I want to be challenged, you know? And so, in that sense, I'm just very picky with who I surround myself with, because there's not a lot of people like that, you know what I mean? A lot of people are just very much like, let's do this for the plot, and let's just do this while we're young, and who cares? Like, you're never going to be this young again, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I understand that, you know, to an extent, like, have your fun, but at the same time, you got to have a good head on your shoulders. I don't know. It's just kind of, do you know what I'm trying to say? And so, that's why I kind of stick to my same people. A lot of people are weird. There's a lot of types of people I don't know, I get a lot of like friend icks too, if that makes sense. Yeah. I don't like people who have like, and it's not mean, it's not like I don't like these people, but I don't like to surround myself with people who have like really negative self-talk and are so insecure to the point that they project their insecurities onto you. I've dealt with that so many times. I don't know. Social media isn't real, you guys. I don't know. You're on social media, you make no sense. Maybe not. I don't have to make sense to you. I make sense to me. So that's all that matters. But, I don't know what social media has to do with it. But social media is not real, like, at all. But whatever. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. People, who are so deeply insecure that they project their insecurities onto you, don't want to deal with that. It's like these girls will like befriend you and be your secret haters all along, literally preying on your downfall. Don't wish that on my worst enemy, literally. And then it's just like, what else? What was the other thing that I said? Are you not ever insecure? I didn't say that. Guys, there's a difference, okay? Everybody, every human being on this planet has their insecurities. I obviously have my insecurities, but when you're like such a deeply insecure person, you're not happy with not just the outward appearance, you're not happy with yourself at the end of the day. You kind of, sometimes those types of people will get like animosity towards like me or someone else, and then project their insecurities onto them and kind of drag you down like with them. That's what I'm saying. There's a difference between having insecurities, which everyone has, and being like a deeply insecure person, projecting all of that onto other people and not doing anything about it. You know what I mean? That is not something I like to be, that's not someone I like to be around. You know what I mean? Because it's like the beautiful thing about being a human being is you can change, you know? Like there's a lot of things that you can't control, but guess what? There are also a lot of things you can control, you know? You can control, most of the time, who you surround yourself with, you know? If you don't like your friends, you're complaining. If you don't like this relationship that you're in, it's kind of toxic. The people that you're around don't make you feel good about yourself. At the end of the day, guess what? You can change that, you know? You can find new friends. So you never throw your insecurities on others. No. Like, I'm gonna be honest, no. Like, I'm sorry, like, and I've had points where I've been super deeply insecure, like really, really in every single aspect, but I've never projected that onto anyone else in my whole life. Like, I might have internalized it, which isn't healthy either, but I've never thrown that onto someone else and made them feel bad about themselves. But that's just because I'm not a C-U-N-T, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's not that hard, you know what I mean? It's just like, at any point in my life where I felt really bad about myself on the inside, I've never, ever, ever, no matter how much I like or dislike a person, I've never wanted anyone to feel that same way. You know what I mean? It's just like, if I'm not doing well, I don't want anyone to feel that same way. I want someone to feel better than me. I don't want to see anyone struggling, whether I like you or I don't. And so that's just why I really don't understand these people who feel the need to drag you down with them. But you know what they say, misery loves company. And so you just gotta have good judgment and high standards, good discernment. Like, that's just all I'm talking about. I'm not saying I never have insecurities. Like, that's not at all what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, when you're a deeply insecure person because you don't like you're not comfortable with yourself at the end of the day, you can do something about that. You're not stuck like this forever, you know? There's nothing wrong with you, but you can change that, you know what I mean? If you don't like, you know, if you're kind of thinking, if you're comparing yourself thinking, wow, I'm not like this person, I'm not really where I want to be, I'm not as successful, I'm not as smart, I'm not as this, there's so many things that you can do to better yourself, you know? And that's just what I will never understand. You have free will, and you have that ability to change so many things in your life. So don't complain about something that you could work towards every day. You know what I mean? It's hard, yes, but what's complaining about it and being bitter towards everyone around you who's doing better than you? What's that gonna do for you? And that's the other thing that bothers me, is it's like people with really, really, and here's the thing, hey, I've been in lows, like the lowest lows for sure in my time, but it's just like the people with such negative self-talk, like, we're grown, you know, people with such negative self-talk, the only things they ever say about themselves are so self-deprecating. It's just like, to me, that just makes me sad, because it's just like, if you're only talking about yourself in such a negative manner, other people can't help but start to see you, and you need to be careful about, you know, the way you're talking about yourself, not just to you, you know, at the end of the day, in your own head, like, the thoughts that you have. Like, I guess you can't really control that, but when it comes, I mean, of course, you know, we're gonna have our days and our insecurities, but if constantly, 99% of the time, you're only talking down on yourself, it's just not, like, people don't like to be around that, do you know what I mean? And that's not an unsolvable problem that you can't change. It sucks, you know. I think a lot of people, you know, we'd be lying if we said most of us haven't been there at some point, but you can change it, you know what I mean? You can change that. You can change the way you talk about yourself, even if you don't believe it at first, you know what I mean? The conversation in your head might be the most important one you ever have. Be patient, strict, you know, exactly. I don't know, But it's just like if I'm hearing this one person talk and it's only negative, really self-deprecating things about themselves, why would I think that they would talk about me in any different way? They probably wouldn't. That's kind of hard to do. And so that's just why it's a little spooky. It's a little tricky. I don't know if you guys are getting at what I'm trying to say. Cause it's kind of hard to word, but hopefully you kind of are catching my drift. But yeah, again, none of that is to say I don't have insecurities. It's nothing like that. I just think that it's frustrating when people are kind of stuck in a negative mindset, or their insecurities and don't do anything about it. I don't know. I don't know. That's the thing. There's always, comparison is a thief of joy. There's always going to be someone out there who has something that you don't, no matter what you do. There's always going to be someone out there who's richer than you, someone prettier than you, someone skinnier than you, someone smarter than you, someone who has a cooler boyfriend, or what, I don't know, something like that. But it's just like, first of all, none of these things really matter anyways. It's just like, once you start comparing yourself to other people, especially when you start to get into that mindset of like, oh, I wish I was like this person, I wish whatever it may be, you've already lost. You know what I mean? The only person you should be in competition with is yourself. You know what I mean? And it's just like, you don't have to see other people, successful people, and think, oh wow, I'm not like that, so I must be horrible, or I must be behind, or I must be lacking this. You can see it in kind of a positive way and think, oh wow, I want to strive to be like this person. Like, that's just a better way to look at it. Why don't we get you a cooler boyfriend? Let's get after it. I don't have a boyfriend, but I don't know. Do you guys get what I'm trying to say? It's just like, there's a lot of lessons my mom has especially taught me, but that is a huge one. It's like, comparison is just the thief of joy. Not that you're not gonna do it, because kind of subconsciously that's a hard thing not to do. It's kind of just a habit. Whether it's like, oh, these are almond nails, whether it's like on social media, in real life, we can't help but do that. You see a pretty girl, you're like, oh, I wish I was as pretty as her, she's so beautiful, like, her makeup is so much better than I could ever do it, or whatever it may be. I don't know, it's just, not that you can't have those thoughts, but it's like, it's kind of like, catch yourself. Once you have those thoughts, how do you talk to yourself afterwards? Do you only talk down to yourself? Wow, you don't look like her, so you must be ugly. No, talk to yourself in a way where it's just like, you can still be positive. Notice that you had that thought, you compared yourself to someone, maybe felt bad about yourself for a little split second, but then guess what? You can tell yourself, reassure yourself, hey, you know what? This girl's beautiful, that I saw on social media, that I saw in real life, or whatever, or they might have this, which I don't have, but guess what? That doesn't take away from anything about me at all. That doesn't make me any less than. And especially when it comes to looks, it's just like, you can look completely different than someone standing right next to you. That doesn't make you any less beautiful. A rose and a sunset, the people always say this, that's corny, but it's true. It's like a rose and a sunset look completely different. Those are two completely different things, and yet they're both so beautiful. So don't compare yourself. You are one of a kind. We're only given one face, one body, one mind, one spirit, one everything. So it's just like, you might as well make the most of it and just be happy with what you have. And if you're not, try to improve. That sounds kind of corny. I'm not trying to sound annoying, but I don't know, that's just like my mindset. Like, when it comes to confidence, it's just like, I think it comes from the inside. It's just like, be happy with yourself first. If you like who you are as a person, nothing else really matters, because your looks are really just the least interesting thing about you. If that's all you have to offer the world, you're probably gonna be disappointed when you're 80. But I don't know, it's just like, life is too short. Why would I not be happy with myself? And that's why it makes me sad when people are tearing down like random women or random men on the internet, saying, oh, you're ugly, you're not even cute anyways, why do you act so confident when you're literally a 5, blah blah. I'm just like, who cares if that person is the ugliest person you've ever seen in your entire life? Like, it's just like, you're projecting your own insecurities onto them, because first of all, anyone who's truly confident with themselves and loves themselves is not going to be commenting disgusting, like, hateful things on a random stranger's like comment section. I've never felt the need to do that, you know what I mean? And so it's just like, you're miserable and you're sad, like, get well soon, but it's just like, why would you even feel the need to go comment that on someone's page? If I see someone on social media or literally wherever, I would never feel so obligated as to be like, oh, I'm gonna comment that this person is ugly, and so just so that they can feel a little bit worse about themselves. Like I've never felt compelled to do that. Like, just move on. Someone might not be your type, you just move on. It's okay. Like, I will never understand that. I think that's so fucking weird. And I don't think that should be a normalized thing on the internet. Because, yeah, I guess looks don't really matter at the end of the day. But it's just like, if someone's just not my type, if I don't really find them attractive, I'm not really gonna take time out of my day just to be like, you're ugly. Why do you think you're even cute? Like, how sad would that be? I don't know. To say, you guys, I thought that made sense. Yeah, people are miserable. Insanity. Why is my stomach grumbling? She's very full. Well, I think. What? I don't know what you mean. What was for dinner? I had hot pot with one of my friends. That was pretty cool. How'd I do what? Talk with an Irish accent. Guys, my Irish accent needs some work. I can only say certain words, but I forgot what I used to say with my Irish accent. Dang, kind of forgot. What does it sound like? Like, it's 2:30 in the morning. Like, it's kind of what they sound like to me. Ireland. Like, you know what I mean? I love Irish accents. I think they're so cute. I just love accents. I wish I had one. Thanks, DG. Thank you. I forgot that this song is just the instrumental. I don't know how to do a New York accent, but I even like those too. I like all the accents. I don't discriminate. I like southern accents. I like them all. So no, never heard a bad accent. Well, maybe I have. I don't know. I'm not wearing shoes. I'm wearing, you can't see, but I'm wearing little cow socks. Except that little Kim Kardashian type of voice. Like, yeah, I don't like that. If that even counts as an accent. I don't wear shoes in the house, you guys. Come on. What does a Norwegian accent even sound like? I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could execute that very well. I know a little bit of Tagalog, but only a little. .360 is crazy, guys. What do you think this is? You know what? This is like not related, but you know what I haven't seen on my For You page in a long time? Those like pop the balloon videos. Those are always so funny to me. I would never do a pop the balloon, guys. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? That stuff is so funny to me, though. What other types of things do people do? What's the one where it's like they have a button and it's like you gotta go like this if you're not interested in them anymore? Can you look at the other person when you do it, or can you not? I don't know. I feel like that was some sort of YouTube channel did something like that. No, I've never listened to podcasts. I don't really like them. No, I'm not into astrology either. Okay, guys. I might collab my spam account, but wait, how do I end this? Frick, wait. Okay.